Hello everyone, welcome to Fort Bend County Animal Services. My name is Renee Vasquez. I'm the director here at Fort Bend County Animal Services. And we're gonna talk a little bit about what we do here, what services we provide, how the community can help us, how maybe if you like to volunteer, if you're under the age, how you can still come and help the animals. And we'll go from there. So we'll talk a little bit about who I am. Like I said, my name is Renee Vasquez. I've been a director for probably about 6 years. I've been here for 25 years. So it's been a long time, and we've come a long way. We started as basically just called animal control. We were out there just picking animals up, bringing them to the shelter, really with no outcome. Started when there was only 7 people here. Now we have 24. So it's really cool. We do a lot from the adoption part. We do a lot from the medical part. And then of course, we still do all the rabies control that the county, basically the services that we provide. What we do here is pick up strays. We get called out on a bunch of strays. That's basically the majority of the animals that we will feature here later. Is we have dogs and cats. We do snakes. We do bats. We do wildlife like raccoons and possums and things like that. But we're always careful with them because they do carry rabies. We'll talk about some of our programs that we do here at Fort Bend Animal Services. Obviously, we have a lot of life-saving programs. One of our big ones is what we do with all the strays or unwanted animals that we receive from the public. We have plenty of the process is crazy. So we do fostering, we do adoptions, we do transport out of state, we do transport from shelter to shelter. You name it, whatever it takes to be able to get these animals into a loving home. That's our main focus. Here we have one of our little guys that we're featuring today. His name is Kelly. What's his name?
This is Patch. He's 5 years old and he's a Chihuahua Rat Terrier mix. And he's totally sweet.
So as you can see, I mean, we pick up from big dogs to older dogs to small dogs, and every animal here has a chance to be adopted. Of course, our animal control officers will always scan the animals to make sure they don't have a microchip. We'll look at their collars if they have identification. We track, the main goal is to get them back home. But of course, if they are stray, and every animal has a story, but unfortunately they can't tell it to us if we don't know it. So we'll hold the animal here for the proper time, which is 3 working days or 10 days. And then after that, every animal will be posted and be put up for adoption. Kelly and Barbara, they work all day, all night, basically, posting them on our Facebook page, Twitter, you name all the social medias. We'll try to get out there so we can advertise these pets and get them adopted. So that's our goal. Every animal deserves to be in a loving home, not here at the shelter. So we just like to keep them comfortable. If any of them need medical attention, we'll give them the medical attention they need. And of course, every animal that gets adopted through us gets fixed, gets a microchip, gets heartworm tested, gets all of its vaccines, and also gets a rabies shot. So you get the full package when you come here at the shelter. So every animal that comes in will come through these doors. We'll get all of its shots, get heartworm tested, feline leukemia tested, you name it. And then from here, they'll get put in these cages until their whole date is up, and then that animal will get fixed. And then once they get fixed, they get transferred to the other buildings, and they'll be ready up for adoption.
This is the intake room.
This is the intake room. So every animal that comes through here gets weighed, gets shots, gets put into our system, and of course, eventually we'll get a picture taken. And so this is a stray that just got picked up, and it'll go through our process. This is what we do every single day. If you're interested in volunteering, that's another big program that we do. Kelly and Barbara do the volunteer orientation. So follow us on Facebook or call us here at the shelter, and we can explain to you when that is and what it consists of. And once you go through our volunteer orientation, you'll be a Fort Bend Animal Service volunteer. We always need help. Volunteers do a lot of dog walking, dog washing, bathing. They come with us when hopefully we start doing outside adoption events. That's a lot of fun. We'll go to different areas where we can feature our dogs and get them adopted out. And they walk animals here. There's certain people that take pictures and post them on their Facebook pages. The more the animals get featured, the better we are with them getting adopted. So plenty. From washing the bedding, the towels. I mean, you name it. There's a lot to do. Now that is if you're 16 and above. If you're 16 and under, you can volunteer with your parents, or have your parents look at our Facebook page, or just see what we do, because we also do what's called Tales for Tales. What we do is children come, they either bring their books or we have our own books. We like to do it during the summer or any of the major holidays when the kids are out, and we'll read to the dogs. Super neat program. We could bring in some really barking, hyper puppy dog, and once they hear the kid's voice, it's the craziest thing. They'll just kind of start listening. They kind of tilt their head a little. Sometimes they sit, then they get to laying down, and by the time the kid's done with their 15-minute story, the dog is usually just asleep. So it's really neat for us, because we know that the pets need it. They need different from getting out of the kennel. If we do it in the kennel or we do it in another room, it's just a really neat program that we like to do. Okay, so here's another one of our little pets that we have. Like we said, we have dogs and cats. So this is Linda. She's probably, she's under a year old. Little domestic short-haired tabby, what we like to call them. She's ready to be adopted. She came in with another sibling and it's been adopted. So kitties like this, we have no problem adopting them out. It's the big cats, the older cats that matter. So a lot of times that's where we come in with being a responsible pet owner. It's super important to have a collar, maybe a tag, and of course the new thing is microchip. Microchipping the animal, so they get this little bitty microchip inserted between the back shoulders, or between the front shoulders, and has all the information put on there. So it has your parents' information, address, phone number, email, you name it. So what our guys do is every animal that we pick up, before they even come to the shelter, we'll scan that animal out in the field, because our job's not to bring the animal back to the shelter. I feel that our job is to return that animal back to you. So, but the process is a lot of times if they don't have that identification, it makes it super difficult to be able to return that animal back to you. So we know how much you love your pets and your kitties and puppies, but we have too many of them. So for us, it's a lot better for them not to come to our shelter and go through our process, and then they could get adopted. And they may go, we're here in Texas, this little kitty could get rescued and go all the way to Colorado, and we'll have no idea of where your cat or puppy went, and won't be able to get him back to you. So with that being said, being a responsible pet owner is a big deal. Keeping up with them that way, making sure they have food and water. We also work a lot of cruelty here. That's also a part of being a responsible pet owner. We've helped people with dog houses. We've helped people keeping your animal in the shade. If the animal has to be out, we do understand not every animal lives indoors, but every animal should have food, water, and shelter. We have another big, huge program that we call Trap, Neuter, Return. So it's TNR. We have done it for about 2.5 years, and we've saved close to, about almost 4,000 cats. So we've saved a lot of cats. So what that is people bring in, or we pick up stray cats. So it's feral cats that are not tamed and you can actually hold in your hand, but they still have a purpose. So we call them community cats. So Fort Bend County we started a pilot program, and it worked really well. So we expanded it to the whole county. And what it is every cat that comes in, they'll get about that much clipped off of their left ear. They'll get a rabies shot, and they'll get spayed or neutered. And that allows that cat to be roaming free as a community cat. So if we ever pick up any of those cats and they come in, we'll put them right back where they came from, because we know that they're spayed and neutered, which is our goal. It's a neat program. A lot of people have embraced it. We've been nationally recognized for it. We've talked to different classes, and we've gone to other parts of Texas to talk about it. So it's really neat. That is one of our, by far, that is our biggest life-saving program. If you're wanting to bring things that we need here, we always need towels, Dawn soap, laundry detergent. We wash towels and bedding all day, every day. We have, which you'll probably see, we have 2 washer machines and dryers, commercial, going all the time. They never stop. So if the animals don't stop, they don't stop. So we're always looking for that kind of donations. We do have a budget for dog food and cat food. Not saying that we don't ever need that, but we use that as well, obviously, every day. It's the little things though, like soap and bleach and sometimes paper towels that we use here at the shelter. So that's really good. Now, if you wanted to do, for some reason, like cash donations or other donations, we do have a great 501c3 that helps the shelter. Pause is the name of it. We're trying to close up the outside part of the shelter for the animals to be out of the element when it's either storming or super duper cold. They helped with that. They helped jumpstart that. They gave donations for that. The county's paying the other portion of it, but I mean, whenever we need something, Paws is always there to offset our budget. So if people donate to them, all the money comes only to Fort Bend Animal Services. So it is super exciting. That's ran by Commissioner Morales. He's the president, and then a bunch of other people that are on there. Great animal lovers as well.